did AEW make the right decision on airing the footage of the brawl, the media scrum brawl? I'm gonna let this play, and I might, stop it at certain points that I wanted to point out. And do I agree with, Dave LaGreca and Dolph Ziggler? As you see, um, this is for a fan's point of view. I know Dave LaGreca comes off as a fan, but let's be real, he's in the business. So this is for somebody that's outside of the business looking in. And this is just my opinion on things. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong. But at the same time, this is my opinion. And I know I might argue with people about like their opinion is trash, but I'm going in as a non-bias because I do believe like podcasts like Busted Open, Hall of Fame with Booker T, Vince Russo, and all of them. I do think they play a part in being biased. I'm a wrestling fan, so I like AEW and I like WWE. There's things I don't agree with both companies, but at the end of the day, I'm not getting paid for none of this by any company. So I'm gonna speak my mind on some things, and y'all can take it how y'all take it, but I'm gonna look at it with a clear mind going forward. All right, so let's see what Dave LaGreca and Dolph Ziggler got to say.
Enjoy it. Like, instead of like pointing out the things you hate, let's point out the things that you love, and let's be fans again.
Yes.
And let's stop with the bullshit.
Exactly.
I was like, man, this is awesome. And now we're at least going to get the high road from AEW. Mm-hmm. Then Wednesday night show happened, Nick. And I feel like you not only swerved off the road, you completely went on the wrong side of the road. It was now driving against traffic. Like,
I don't agree.
Like, we're going to get into the specifics of things that were said and things that were shown. But, man, when you make a statement to start off your show last Wednesday, and then you put on the show that you did this past Wednesday, I mean, that's got to make you shake your head, no?
No.
Yeah, it does, and that's fair. And the only thing I tried to rack my brain. I go, where's the positive in showing this? And then I thought, okay, money. I have New York one.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. They talk about what was a positive. Now, going back, leading up to Wednesday, when the internet went crazy when they announced they was about to drop the video, a lot of you fans believed they weren't going to do this. I said they're just trolling us. And like, oh man, I wish I could pull up posts talking about they're not going to do it. It's not what y'all think it's going to be. And mind y'all, leading up to that and after it, that was all y'all was talking about. That's the positive. Did it bring the ratings that they wanted? Probably no, but it had y'all talking. That's a positive. No matter how bad the news or how good it is, it had y'all talking. Now, let's continue what Dolph Ziggler has to say. Well, I don't know why I keep calling him Dolph Ziggler. I'm sorry. Nick Mammoth. I think that's his name, right? Nick Mammoth? Yes. All right. Or is it Nick Mammoth? Y'all know what I mean. All right.
Burned to my brain. Where's the money? Is there a surprise? Are we going to make a joke of it? Are we going to pop a rating and bring some new eyes because we put this other story that people tracked right on? Or are we even going to put it at like the right top of the hour or anything? And there was it didn't seem to be one of those. I don't understand it totally. Nothing was extra out of the ordinary. I think best case scenario, you see something different, but then your audience still chants for a guy who doesn't work there. That's in my head, best case scenario. But I was like, okay, maybe there's something here. Maybe they tie it into a story. Maybe that story is something even big.
And before it, listen what he just said. Is it going to tie into a story? Yes, it did. And that was the whole point of airing that video. So when I first saw the video, I didn't watch AEW that night, but I saw the footage and everybody was talking. They was talking mad-ish about it and said, what did that have to do for the company? What positive thing did it do for the company? It led into a segment with FTR. That was the whole point. Like, and people could not. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me.
Special, or maybe we get some eyes on it, just like the old days, like, hey, 10 years ago, Stone Cold or The Rock is going to be on Raw for a retro Raw. Blah, here it comes. You're like, whoa, this is a special thing. And we're going to have all these legends on. And then hopefully my match against Michael McGillicuddy gets some extra eyes that wasn't going to have it anyway, or something like that. And I don't know that was accomplished. And also, when it comes to doing, like, we've all done some things that we didn't want to do. I don't know who was in charge of, allowed to go, hey, this is what we want to do, this is what we don't want to do. But I at least appreciate the Bucks turning it into a storyline of, like, we're gonna make this work one way or another. I don't know what creative freedom they had, what control they have, no idea. I just didn't love it, and I hope they're going to some wrestling story with it,
but they did.
You can just use it as a jumping off point and then never mention it again, and you kind of got your thing. That
did you not watch the show? It led into a storyline. Like, I don't. This is why I think people. All right, let's continue.
Everyone talking about for 2 days, and obviously the Bucks and FTR, I'm assuming, going to go out of their way to make the story bigger and better and make their match one of the greatest of all time at the upcoming pay-per-view. And I hope that is the case. I just didn't come away with anything that would be like, here's a positive other than it's over now. I was trying to think of
Nick, I love you, man. I love you, but come on, man. What's the saying? Good news, bad news, good press. I don't know exactly the words. Is it any kind of reaction, or is a good reaction? If there was no reaction to the video, then you have a problem. But that's all everybody was talking about. So how is that not positivity? I guess they want to, see a 2.0, a 2.5 million views for it to be positive. But let's be fair about that with the ratings. AEW has this diehard fans, and that's all they gonna watch. They gonna watch AEW no matter what. For AEW to get more viewers, they're gonna have to attract the casual fan, which they don't really care about. So let's take the ratings aside, because let's just say 1 million is the most they're going to get, because that's how many diehard fans they have. They're not going to get no more. Okay? As long as AEW fans watch AEW, they're good. All right? Just the same as New Japan fans in America. That's all they focus on. They not care. Well, they really don't care about the American audience until recently. But they were perfectly fine for years just capitalize on Japan fans. All AEW is catering to hardcore fans, and that's perfectly fine. So let's just leave ratings out of it.
Hopefully that story parlays into something bigger and they can just use a jumping off point. But anytime someone is chanting for someone who does not work at your show multiple different times, it is not great. So it's kind of bummed me out.
I don't agree with that.
If you want your business to fail before it even starts, you should probably ignore what I'm about to tell you and just apply for a traditional business loan.
Yeah, and we took a lot of phone calls on the show yesterday. We'll take some more phone calls today, obviously, on the Falls Count Anywhere Friday, Nick. But we didn't get one phone call yesterday where somebody was like, I loved it. I'm so glad they did it. That was great. And we actually took a lot of phone calls, Nick, from people that were in the building on Wednesday night, people who paid for a ticket to be there. And they were saying that, as diehard AEW fans, that they were pretty embarrassed by what took place on Wednesday. I mean,
because
again, I understand, Nick.
But those diehard fans, that's all they was talking about leading up to it. So let's not negate that. First of all, they didn't think they was going to air the footage until they did. Now they're complaining about, oh, what was the point of it now? But you wasn't saying that when they tweeted that they was going to air the footage out. You was like, oh, they're not going to do it. But now they did it. Now you want to talk mess. See, that's the thing with the